محمد وآل محمد.
السلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، نحمده ونسبحه ونقدسه على آلائه ونعمائه، ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، إلها واحدا أحدا فردا صمدا قيوما، ونشهد أن سيدنا محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك وترحم على محمد وآل محمد كأفضل ما صليت وسلمت وباركت وترحمت على إبراهيم وآل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. وصل اللهم وسلم على جميع الأنبياء والمرسلين والأوصياء والصديقين وعترة نبيك الطيبين الطاهرين وأصحابه المنتجبين. عباد الله، أوصيكم وأوصي نفسي بتقوى الله ولزوم أمره. قال الله تبارك وتعالى في كتابه الكريم: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم: يا أيها الذين آمنوا كونوا قوامين لله شهداء بالقسط ولا يجرمنكم شنآن قوم على ألا تعدلوا اعدلوا هو أقرب للتقوى واتقوا الله إن الله خبير بما تعملون. صدق الله العلي العظيم. One of the strong recommendations of the Holy Quran to the Muslim community is that they should stand for justice and advocate justice, since justice is the core of our religion, the essence of our religion. كونوا قوامين لله, stand for the divinity of God, the monotheism of God, Tawheedullah, and immediately after that, شهداء بالقسط, witnesses and advocates and supporters of justice in your life, in your society, in your family, in your community, everywhere. Everywhere you go, you have to advocate justice and defend justice and promote justice. This is why we believe in the school of Ahlul Bayt, one of the most important tenets of our ideology after monotheism, al-Tawheed. After monotheism comes al-Adlul Ilahi. Tawheed is not sufficient without divine justice. As Imam Ali alayhi salam says, بِالْعَدْلِ قَامَتِ السَّمَاوَاتُ وَالْأَرْضِ. It is only through justice and fairness that the universe is standing, the heaven is standing, the earth is standing on justice. If justice is removed, everything is going to collapse. But it's very difficult for us, for the humans, to be just and fair. Very, very difficult. It's not easy. No matter how much you do, how much you strive, you struggle to speak justice, to do justice, to defend justice, you fail. You fail because sometimes we follow our emotions. We don't follow logic. Imam Ali alayhi salam says, Al-Haqqu mur. Truth is bitter. Truth is bitter. It's difficult for us to accept the truth. If the truth goes against me and my benefits and my interest, I would reject it. I would reject the truth. It's very difficult to accept the truth. ما ترك لي الحق صديقا. Imam Ali says, I have no friends because I pursue justice and truth and people don't like it. People always like nepotism, favoritism. You are my friend, you have to help me, I don't care about the law. They are ready to break the law. So Imam Ali was left with no friends. They don't like him because he does not exercise nepotism and favoritism for people. He follows the truth. He follows justice. He follows the law. Law is above everything in this life. especially when it comes to judging people and giving our opinion. We have to be very careful, not to be biased, not to have a prejudice, not to favor some over others, because this some is my tribe, my city, my home, my family, my group. So I support him against others because those others are not my group. وَلَا يَجْرِمَنَّكُمْ شَنَآنُ قَوْمٍ عَلَىٰ أَلَّا تَعْدِلُوا. Even if that community, if that individual, if that family is bad, but when it comes to judging, you have to speak the truth. Even if that person is not your friend, not your jama'ah, not your group, not your race, but when it comes to judgment, you have to tell the truth. You have to stick to justice. وَلَا يَجْرِمَنَّكُمْ شَنَآنُ قَوْمٍ عَلَىٰ أَلَّا تَعْدِلُوا. اعْدِلُوا. Always be just. أَقْرَبُ لِلتَّقْوَى. This is the spirit of religion. The spirit of religion is not these prayers. These prayers are means, tariqah, means to get to the spirit of religion. The spirit of religion is honesty, is justice. It's when you defend the truth. This is the spirit of religion. This is the goal. The goal is not the prayers. The prayers is the food that allows you to reach the end, these goals. Allows you to reach these goals. But this is not the goal. The prayers are not the goal. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. The goal is to be an honest person, is to always advocate at any account, at any expense, advocate justice and a truth, and to stand with justice. And for us to, when something occurs, something happens between two people, and you want to be fair, you have to have full knowledge and full information about that case or that conflict or that matter or that issue. Don't give your opinion if you don't know the everything about the story, even the details of the story. You know how many times a day, not a week or a month, I am approached from this community and other communities. People who have marital issues, marital problems, either the wife or the husband, they want to speak to me. I say, I don't speak to you alone. I speak when your spouse is next to you, because you are wasting my time. You are sitting with me for 2 hours, 3 hours, alleging something, accusing your spouse, but when your spouse comes tomorrow, he says, no, this is lies. So you are wasting my time. I can't. And I'm telling you here, don't try to approach me unless your spouse is with you, sitting together right in front of me, so I can know the whole story. I can understand the whole story. When I don't have enough information, I cannot judge. I'm going to abuse people. I'm going to abuse one of them or both of them. Thus, we have to have full knowledge, whether that issue is a family issue, social issue, financial issue, a conflict between two sharik, two partners. You have to hear from both of them. Both have to be there. Don't utter anything. Don't give your opinion. Don't issue a judgment if you don't listen to both sides. Don't do that. You have to listen to both arguments. Because there is a lot of rumors in the society. The fastest thing that we have in our community and society, rumors. Rumors, they spread. Oh, did you know someone did this? He said this, while he's innocent. Someone can begin, a child can begin, a lady, a man can begin a small rumors, and it spreads very fast. Millions of people the following day, especially with the social media nowadays. Millions of people, they wake up the following day accusing someone wrongly, based on gossip, based on ghiba, accusation. We have to be very careful in what we say, in how we judge people. We have to be always silent, always. Even if 10 people are saying, this person said this and this, unless you hear, Imam al-Sadiq says, if 50 people come to you, they witness, they put their hands on the Quran, that someone did this wrongdoing, this violation. Don't say anything until you meet him and you hear from him. Why? Because between truth and falsehood, there are 4 fingers. Where are the four fingers? Put them here, between your eyes and your ears. فَالْحَقُّ مَا شَهِدْتَهُ وَرَأَيْتُهُ. The truth is what you see firsthand. Not someone tells you. You see. You witness. وَالْبَاطِلْ مَا تَسْمَعُ بِهِ كَثِيرًا. You hear a lot of batil, a lot of accusations, a lot of ghiba, because people have jealousy, they have problems. So don't allow your ears to believe everything you hear. Don't. This is the difference between haqq and batil. Because if I say a comment or a judgment or any utterance without knowledge, God is going to hold me accountable for that. إن السمع والبصر والفؤاد كل أولئك كان عنه مسؤولا. Responsible. I am charged with that. I am charged. God is going to tell me, how did you give your opinion or your comments on this subject without knowing the truth? How? Why did you allow yourself to say this? We have to keep the society strong and healthy. This is one of the ways. We don't speak about people behind their backs. We don't believe everything being said about this individual, this lady, this man, this family, this group. My friends, we the Shia are the victims of gossiping. Ask any average Sunni outside, what do you think of the Shia? The first thing they say, their prophet is Ali ibn Abi Talib. They worship Ali ibn Abi Talib. Some of them, they say they worship Ali. They don't pray. Shia don't pray. They don't have any prayers. They have different Quran. This is not their Quran. They have different book. They worship Ali. This is 99% of the Sunnis. Believe me, with all due respect to them, and many of them are my friends. But this is the reality. Why? Because he allows himself to listen, to accept the gossiping. None of them comes to a Shia masjid and meets a Shia imam or read a Shia book or even open the Quran, which is in our masjid, to double check to see this is the same. None of them. And when some of them, they come, they get shocked. Really, you pray 5 times a day? Same qibla? You say, Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ajib. We thought you say Ashhadu anna Aliyan Rasulullah, but how come you say Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah? How come you fast? How come you have the same Quran? Someone told me, a Shia Sheikh, now he's Shia, he wasn't Shia before. He said, I went and I checked the Quran in the mosque, a Shia mosque. There were Qurans on this side, on that side, at the back. All of them, I kept checking them. It's the same Quran, same. In fact, it's printed in Riyadh, in Saudi, or in Medina. Same Quran. I was shocked. He said, this was the reason I became the followers of Ahlul Bayt. This was the reason. Because of the allegations, the accusations, wrong accusations, the dhulm against the followers of Ahlul Bayt. I realized that for so many years I was asleep. I didn't know the truth. When I discovered the truth, I changed. So we are the victims of gossiping and backbitings and accusations. So we should learn a lesson. We should not attack others. We should not accuse any person. This should be your policy, whether regarding its aqeedah, deen, family, marriage, business, money, friendship, anything. Don't issue any verdict, any comment, unless you know. قُلْ هَاتُوا بُرْهَانَكُمْ إِن كُنْتُمْ صَادِقِينَ. Bring an evidence, solid evidence. Don't tell me I heard this from my mother, from my friend, from my neighbor. This is unacceptable. I'm responsible before God. إِنَّ السَّمْعَ وَالْبَصَرَ وَالْفُؤَادَ كُلُّ أُولَئِكَ كَانَ عَنْهُ مَسْئُولًا. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وأهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. نحمده ونسبحه ونقدسه ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأن سيدنا محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك وترحم على محمد وآل محمد كأفضل ما صليت وسلمت وباركت وترحمت على إبراهيم وآل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. وصل اللهم وسلم على خلفاء نبيك وأوصيائه وأهل بيته وأحبته علي أمير المؤمنين وقائد الغر المحجلين، وعلى البضعة الطاهرة فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين، وعلى سبطي نبي الرحمة وسيدي شباب أهل الجنة الحسن والحسين عليهما السلام، وعلى علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والإمام الخلف الهادي المهدي عجل الله تعالى فرجه وسهل مخرجه وجعلنا من عباده وجعلنا من أنصاره وأعوانه. عباد الله، أوصيكم وأوصي نفسي بتقوى الله ولزوم أمره. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل هذه سبيلي أدعو إلى الله على بصيرة أنا ومن اتبعني وسبحان الله وما أنا من المشركين. صدق الله العلي العظيم. Why some people abandon and desert religion in many countries, in the East, in the West, in Muslim societies, in non-Muslim societies. There is a growing number of people who are born Muslims in conservative families, Muslim families, practicing families. Now, at the age of 20, 30, 40, 50, 70, they desert religion. He says, this religion is not for me. I'm not Muslim anymore. We see this. We see this in larger numbers nowadays. Why? What is the reason? And this is not a new phenomenon. This happened during the time of the Prophet ﷺ. Some people who accepted Islam in the beginning, then after 2 months, 2 years, it didn't work for them. They did not have full commitment. So they deserted Islam. Irtidad. Irtidad means withdrawal, regression, defection. They left. Even they left the Arabian Peninsula. Some of them, they took refuge in Ethiopia. They left their families. They had kids. Their families were Muslims. Their kids were Muslims. But they said, I'm tired of this religion. This religion does not work for me. It happened. And it happens. It happens every day. And sometimes it happens in very conservative and religious communities and families and societies. Their parents are scholars, imams, mutadayyin, practicing. It happens. Why this happens? There are a number of reasons, of course, not one reason. I'm going to mention one of them. But before I mention this reason, many of those who say we are not Muslims anymore, in fact, they were not Muslims in the beginning. Their Islam was not real Islam. They did not embrace Islam out of conviction and knowledge and love. No, they followed. Most of us, my friends, most of us, to be honest with you, why you are Shia? Why? How many of you were not Shia before? Very few. I can see them. 99% you are Shia because your parents are Shia. 99% of the Sunnis are Sunnis because their parents are Sunni. 99% of the Christians are Christians because their families are Christian. We follow our family traditions. How many of us says, no, listen, I don't care about what father is following. I have to read, I have to discover, I have to research myself. How many? Very few people. The vast majority of mankind, they follow the tradition of their forefathers. قالوا وجدنا آباءنا على أمة وإنا على آثارهم مقتدون. We follow the tradition of our forefathers. This is natural. This is everywhere. It's only very few people who have courage and a strong faith in God. It requires a lot of courage to change. A lot of courage. It's not easy. people are going to turn against you. You're going to lose your spouse, your children, your friends, sometimes your job. So it requires a lot of sacrifices to switch to the right path. So one of the reasons that many of the young generation and others are abandoning and deserting religion, because they did not follow religion, they followed people, not the aqidah itself. They put their faith in certain people. Those people claimed that they are the spokesperson of God on earth. They have the franchise of religion. God has given them the franchise for religion. They are representatives of the only representatives of God and religion on earth. So they put their trust in those people, those personalities. Those could be their parents, leaders, religious leaders, elders, others. And when they saw those people became munharif, some of them, they violated the principles of religion. They were not honest. They preached something, they told people something, but they did something else. They misrepresented religion, unfortunately. So when those people saw those leaders are not representing true religion, they defected. They get disappointed and they left religion. This is the problem. We should not follow a person, any person other than the ma'sumin. Put the ma'sumin aside. Ma'sumin, the Prophet, and the Imams after him with Lady Fatima alayhi salam, they have immunity from God. God wants only those to be role models. He has given them this extra layer of protection and immunity. God has given them because He wants them to be universal leaders. If you put those ma'sumin aside, other people, from top to bottom, we are a human being. We fluctuate. One day the faith is strong, the other day the faith is weak. One day we do ibadat, and we worship, we obey. Maybe another day we disobey because we are human beings. We fluctuate. Iman is not stable, my friends. The Iman, قَدْ يُصْبِحُ الْمَرْءُ مُؤْمِنًا وَيُمْسِي كَافِرًا. In the morning, he has good faith. At the end of the day, he lost his faith. It's like the stock market. Religion, like the stock market, goes up and down. So sometimes those leaders, they do good, they represent Islam good, but another times they fail because of temptations, because of the dunya, the seduction, the enticement of the dunya. فَلَا تَغُرَّنَّكُمُ الْحَيَاةُ الدُّنْيَا وَلَا يَغُرَّنَّكُمْ بِاللَّهِ الْغَرُورِ. The seduction, the enticement, the temptations are very strong. Sometimes they fail. And when they fail their nations with them too. Huge number of people fail, because they saw in them representative of Islam. So when I fail, people say then Islam is a failure, not Moustafa. Because Moustafa says, I'm Islam. I am the ambassador of Islam. So if I fail, people are going to blame it on religion, not just on me. This is why they leave. What is the solution? The solution is to follow the cause. Religion itself, not people. People change. Yes, you may trust people, but this trust is not blind. You trust him as long as he's on the right path. But the day he deviates, I'm not following him. I'm following religion. I'm following religion. Religion does not get corrupt, but we get corrupted. We, the people, the leaders, we get corrupted. But religion does not get corrupt. So don't blame religion for the misconduct of some of those who represent religion. In the battle of Jamal, in the midst of the battle, someone came to Imam Ali rushing to him. He said, Ya Amir al-Mu'mineen, stop the war. Stop, because I see on the other side Talha and Zubair and the companions of the Prophet. Those people, we trust them. How can we fight them? Imam Ali smiled. He said, إِنَّكَ لَمَلْبُوسٌ عَلَيْكَ. You are confused. إن الحق والباطل لا يعرفان بأقدار الرجال. اعرف الحق تعرف أهله واعرف الباطل تعرف أهله. Haq and batil, truth and falsehood, are not recognized by the stand, the view, the direction of a person. No. That person does not represent the absolute truth. That person is a human being. One day he represents truth, another day, because of the shaitan, because of the dunya, because of the temptations, because of the desires, the same person represents falsehood. He changes his direction. So don't take him as a standard. Take the truth itself, the cause itself, as a standard. Follow the truth. Follow the truth. Don't follow people. People sometimes mislead you. Yes, those people were with the Prophet at one day, they were good. But dunya changes them, money changes them, position changes them. There are many, many things that influence us, many things. Yesterday they were with the Prophet, now they are against. Doesn't this book say? This book says, انقلبتم على أعقابكم. He's addressing some people who were with the Prophet 24/7 with it. They never left him. But then when the Prophet died, انقلبتم على أعقابكم ومن ينقلب على عقبيه فلن يضر الله شيئا. So always, my friends, don't look at people. Some people one day may represent religion, the other day they may not, because they are human beings. They are human beings. Only 14 ma'soom who always represented religion. Always. Only 14 ma'soom. They were immaculate. They were clean. Only one person the Prophet says about him that he is the truth. علي مع الحق والحق مع علي يدور معه حيث دار. Ali is with the truth. Truth is with Ali. And the truth follows Ali. Not Ali follows the truth. Can you imagine? This is something amazing. Whenever I read this hadith, it's mind-boggling. يدور معه. Ali is the personification, the embodiment of a truth. The truth follows Ali. Truth follows Ali. This is amazing, my friends. Amazing. Those are 14 ma'soom. Other than that, we are not ma'soom. We hope, inshallah, we can always follow truth and justice. And this is the prayers that we have to recite all the times. رَبَّنَا لَا تُزِغْ قُلُوبَنَا بَعْدَ إِذْ هَدَيْتَنَا. Do not allow our hearts and our minds and our intentions to deviate after you guided us. Don't punish me with this. Since you guided me, keep me on the right track. Keep me on the path. لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. Tomorrow, inshallah, at 7 p.m., we are celebrating the life and legacy of Imam Amir al-Mu'mineen, alayhi salatu wassalam. At 7 p.m., inshallah, please do come. Bring your friends, your family members. We have some youth speakers, and we have some old generation speakers like me. So do come, and we don't have a prayer, so please do your Maghrib and Isha prayers at home. We begin at 7 here, inshallah. Tonight, the young generation, the youth, they have a program at 7 p.m., so invite your children, your young ones, the young generation to attend. And on February 12th, which is Sunday, there is a conference, Imam Ali's Inspire, by the Shia Muslim Council of Southern California. So try to attend in Anaheim, inshallah. There are some information on the billboard outside. You can get the information. And on Monday, ladies, they have a program here, inshallah, this coming Monday, February 6th at 11:30 a.m. And they told me that they're going to stay here until iftar time. So may Allah help their husbands, inshallah. They are absent from home for 7 hours, mashallah. They want to do A'mal Dawood. But if I was them, I would do A'mal Abu Ali and Abu Muhammad rather than Abu Dawood. We lost an important member of our community who has been with us since 27 years, since we started ICOC. And this is the marhum, the late Haj Yusuf Khurasani. He was buried this morning. So please join me now in reciting Surah Al-Fatiha for his soul. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Maliki yawm al-Din. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين رحمة الله تعالى عليه. اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات، تابع اللهم بيننا وبينهم بالخيرات، إنك مجيب الدعوات، إنك غافر الخطيئات، إنك ماحي السيئات وجاعلها حسنات، إنك على كل شيء قدير. وعجل اللهم في فرج قائدنا ومولانا صاحب العصر والزمان، وإلى أرواح المؤمنين والمؤمنات ثواب الفاتحة مع الصلاة على محمد وآل محمد.